Plastic pollution is most visible in developing countries. Take Asia and Africa as an example. In these countries, garbage collection systems are inefficient or non-existent. We are producing over 3 million tons of plastic every year, 50% of which is for single-use purposes. Plastics have additives that make them strong and durable. Therefore, as plastic becomes litter, it can take at least 400 years to break down, further contributing to the critical plastic problem. Every year, 8 million tons of plastic waste escapes into our oceans. This debris threatens aquatic life and interferes with human use of rivers, marine, and coastal environments. Nearly 700 species, including endangered ones, have been affected by plastic, killing millions of animals every year. Most deaths are caused by entanglement or starvation. Microplastics found in aquatic species, like fish and shrimp, end up on our dinner plate. In many cases, it passes through our digestive system with no consequences, but it has been found to block digestive tracts or pierce organs, causing death.
Needed. We're seeing colonies of majestic seabirds declining, remote islands with beaches covered in tons of plastic, and images of children swimming in rivers that are choking with carrier bags and bottles. And recent studies have shown that microplastic particles are even in the air we breathe and the food we eat. It's bad for wildlife, it's bad for the seas, and it's bad for us. Now, you might still see the problem as far away as not happening to me. We hear that 60% of ocean plastics reaches our oceans from 5 countries in Asia, and think that because we're doing our recycling, that we're doing our bit.
Teenage voices are frequently shut down and disregarded when those are the voices that matter. Adolescents in society today are the future. They are the ones who care the most, as they are the ones being impacted. Elder individuals who frequently shut down said demographic are being counterproductive and often worsening the already critical issue. An example of this exact occurrence is Donald Trump's treatment towards Greta Thunberg. Greta is a Swedish environmental activist on climate change, whose campaigning has gained international recognition.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you?
Her small voice was able to reach millions and make actual change in society towards improving the climate change problem. Greta Thunberg addressed the 2018 United Nations Climate Change Conference and was able to create student strikes that took place every week somewhere in the world. Greta's hard work went unappreciated by the President of the United States, Donald Trump, upon watching her lectures. His response being a tweet, "Greta must work on her anger management problem, then go to a good old-fashioned movie with a friend," Trump tweeted on Thursday. "Chill, Greta, chill." Trump's utter disrespect, though inappropriate, was not a deterrent to Greta and should not be a deterrent to anyone from the younger demographic eager to speak up.
Hello, my name is Shutescat Matthew. I'm 6 years old. I'm a boy.
My name is Shutescat, and I'm an 11-year-old Earth Guardian.
They'll have to listen to us. They'll have to make change.
I guess one of the differences you could say between me and an average 15-year-old kid is that I've put in every ounce of my existence into pursuing that message.
So what is your most frequently used single-use plastic?
Straws.
I have to say it's probably straws.
Straws.
Drinks from like McDonald's or Starbucks.
Plastic water bottles.
Water bottles.
Probably water bottles. Yeah.
Water bottles.
Despite the many fast food chains changing their lids to ensure straws are not necessary, do you still take a straw?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, not with the nitro lids, but if it's a normal one, I would just take a straw.
Of course, I take a straw every time, actually.
Sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah? I've never seen those lids before. Sometimes I do, yes.
Why do you use single-use plastic over reusable items?
Okay, so in terms of like straws, they get dirty, so I don't want to clean them. And I guess that's the same thing for everything else. I just don't want to clean them.
It's easier, I guess, to just use it once and then throw it out instead of cleaning it.
Well, if I'm out, I don't have a reusable straw on me, so I need to get one from the place that I'm buying the drink at.
I use one-use water bottles over reusable water bottles because I don't have any space in my bag.
It's more convenient because otherwise I'd have to bring my own, I have to plan in advance to bring my own cup.
Sometimes they're more convenient.
Because it's more convenient.
I mean, if I have reusable by me, I would use it, but like, if I'm outside and all I have is a water bottle, or like if they're only selling water bottles, like at my work, I'm not gonna bring a water bottle reusable, so I just take plastic water bottles.
Would you ever switch to all reusable items?
Yeah, I guess. Why not?
I probably would switch if it started becoming something I use a lot. Then I would probably switch, but I don't use it that often. So I was like sometimes.
Possibly.
Probably not, because it's hard and it's not that. What's the word? Efficient. It's not that efficient.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I mean, maybe, but not all the time. I'll still use water bottles.
Yeah, I would, because there's a lot of pollution going on nowadays, and after this interview, I think I'll start to use multiple-use items. Thank you.
There is still hope as courses of action are being taken to reduce plastic usage on a daily basis. For example, Justin Trudeau plans on banning all single-use plastics in Canada, as well as the creation and use of biodegradable plastic. It can be extremely beneficial as it decomposes in the environment, is made up of all natural plant materials, microorganisms are able to break down the plastic, and it can be treated like compost. While we all know plastic pollution is ballooning, most of us are less well versed on what we humans on the earth can do to tame it. Failure to properly sort or dispose of plastic leads to waste being discarded directly into landfills or dumped into nature. The world's inability to manage plastic waste results in 1/3 of plastic, 100 million metric tons of plastic waste becoming land or marine pollution. This is an element by which can be prevented. The people who will soon be impacted must be informed and make more knowledgeable decisions to save our Earth. Ways to reduce plastic pollution includes reducing the use of single-use plastics, using reusable items, sorting garbage properly, avoiding plastic packaging, and supporting bans and raising awareness for this issue.
We start asking who's creating all this plastic junk in the first place? That's exactly what the Break Free from Plastic movement set out to answer. They created something called a brand audit, where 9,000 volunteers from 42 countries took part in 239 cleanups and picked up over 187,000 pieces of plastic trash.
As time goes by, we are destroying the earth that we will be living on for the rest of our lives and the generations to come. So this is a sign to take action and to stop taking the earth for granted.